Hey guys, I'm Elite Series Pro Keith Combs, and today I want to talk to you about vibrating jig and what situations I use them in, and also what kind of equipment that I match to my vibrating jig. Really, over the past 4 or 5 seasons, this bait has become an absolute staple in my tournament arsenal. Whether we're fishing in the spring or fall, summer, it catches them all year, deep and shallow. And it really wasn't a bait that I adopted real early when it first came out. There had actually been several national events won on a vibrating jig before I really put it into my arsenal. The problem I was having is I was using it a lot like you would fish a spinnerbait. And it's not a bait that performs really well around real heavy wood or things like that that you would fish a spinnerbait on. And also I was losing fish. And what I came to realize is that for me, it's more like a crankbait, but a crankbait that I can fish in heavy grass or under docks, around marinas. I can skip the bait. And when I started thinking of it like that, I began to understand the power of the vibrating jig. The rod was one of the things that was really critical for me. It's actually my cranking rod. It's a 7-foot Corrado. It's a glass rod, but it has a lot of tip. It still has a lot of backbone. The problem I was having with the vibrating jig is this bait pulls pretty hard against your rod. It loads your rod when you're reeling. And when a fish comes up and eats the bait, a lot of times you have a tendency to pull it away if you're using a very sensitive graphite rod that's too stiff. When I use the glass rod, it lets the fish eat the bait a lot better. It still lets me get a good hook set, so it actually just compensates for me. I use fluorocarbon line. This is a 17-pound Cigar Brazex. Still plenty heavy line to get the fish away from the cover. But I promise you, if you're having those problems or you're a little bit still apprehensive of this bait, it's one that you want to add to your arsenal. It catches a lot of giant fish, but match your equipment to it, and I promise you, vibrating jig will soon become one of your favorite fish catchers.